Hey, it's Ethan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Swagman XC2 Hitch Bike Rack and how it fits on our 2022 Toyota Tacoma. It's going to be a 2-bike platform style bike rack capable of supporting 2 bikes up to 35 pounds apiece, holding onto them exclusively from the center mast frame hook right here. No straps or anything else, so this is the only place it's going to hold onto your bike. And it does make frame contact, so if you want to use your carbon frame bikes, we'd recommend against it, because it could potentially damage your frame while you're driving. And if you have a really aggressive alternative frame, you might have to pick up a bike adapter bar. It's a really simple entry-level bike rack, not a whole lot to it. It doesn't tilt, so the first thing we're going to need to do is actually get our bike removed if we want to be able to get into the trunk, which honestly is going to be pretty tough to do either way. But first thing we'll do is push these in. On the back here, you might be able to see there is a little spot. If you want to, you can put a padlock in there as long as it's small enough to fit through those holes on the side. But for now, we'll just push the button. It is nice because these hooks do come all the way off, so we can just get those out of the way, leave them on the trays, and I'll just lift my bike up and off and set it off to the side. And once I come back, we can talk a little bit more about the trays, the cradles, and how it all folds up and stores together. So first thing I'll point out are these cradles and the hoops in the back. We can loosen these up, just a hand knob, slide these up and down the tray to accommodate a wheelbase of up to 52 inches. They'll support a tire width of up to 2.5 inches. Now, the center mast is going to be pretty much in the way regardless, but if we want to, for now, we can fold it one way or the other, and we can replace the pin on the side. And now is when we're going to be able to get that access to our tailgate. So, going back, you see that we do actually have the ability to get our tailgate all the way down. There's enough room there. I still wouldn't recommend sitting down on the tailgate, because applying that much weight could end up making it hit. But for now, that's how we'd be able to get into our bed. It's not going to be able to store like this, so when we do store it, we're going to have to put that back up. But for now, I just want to grab a quick measurement to see how much space we're adding onto the back of our vehicle. So if we're to leave it in this position down here, which is how we're going to have to, because it doesn't fold up, towards the vehicle that is, it's going to come in at about 20.5 inches. So it's really compact, pretty small overall. And now, as far as ground clearance goes, that's going to be probably this point right here. That's going to come in at about 20.5 inches. So there's a decent rise in there, and the Tacoma sits tall enough that I'm not going to be worried about ground clearance as far as going up hills or over curbs. In this position, this is what it's going to cover on the back of your vehicle. So if I were to put this hook back on, which I can do now, you can leave it like this if you want to. It's not really going to block anything on the back of your vehicle. License plate, backup camera, taillights, all that is fully visible. But now we'll show you how it folds up. So first thing we're going to have to do is pull that pin again on our center mast, fold that back up to its original position, find where they line up again, replace that pin, and then repeat that process for the arms on either side. Pull the pin, fold that arm up, find where the holes realign, and place that. Same thing on this side here. Pull the pin, pull it up, find where they line up, just like that. Now it's in that center position, so if you want to leave it like this when you're driving, you're going to be blocking a whole lot more on the back of your car. But from either angle, you'll still have room to see, especially the license plate. From straight on, it's going to be obstructed, but from either side, it'll be fine. Your backup camera is right here in the middle, so you're definitely going to see a lot of the rack there, but from either side, again, it should have a ton of visibility. In this position, that would be really easy to pop out and store in your garage or in the bed of your truck if you have room. Coming down to the shank now, it does have an 1.25 inch shank. Here you can see that rise, as it fits into our 2-inch receiver tube. It's held in place by an anti-rattle bolt, and it uses a 2-inch sleeve to fit into our 2-inch receiver. It does have cable locks and hitch locks available, but they're sold separately if you want a little bit of added security. So overall, the Swagman XC2 is a solid entry-level way to get two bikes up to 35 pounds where you need them to go. If you like this and you still want to check out another entry-level option, I would recommend looking at the Hollywood Rack's Destination E. It's going to be a little bit bigger, a little bulkier, but it's going to hold on to your bikes a little bit more securely, and it's a little bit easier to work with in my opinion. But if you like the XC2 because it's lightweight, easy to fold down and store when you're not using it, still a nice choice. This again was just a quick look at the Swagman XC2 and how it fits on our 2022 Toyota Tacoma.
This is our test course. Let's start with the slalom. This shows side-to-side action, such as turning corners or evasive maneuvering. Then, onto our alternating speed bumps. This shows twisting action, such as hitting curbs, potholes, road debris, or even uneven pavement. Last of all, the solid speed bumps. This shows up and down action, such as driving through a parking lot or parking garage, or driving in and out of a driveway.